Okay, guys, so this is definitely a little frustrating. Nintendo updated is well did or they're about to update the TOS. Any kind of modification, I'm assuming it's mostly software. They reserve the right to break your console, brick your property. I think that's anti-consumer. It's
That is total bullshit.
I, is it just limited to software? Because I haven't heard anything saying that it was just software. What if you need to replace your sticks? Say there's drift. I don't know in terms of other replacements you can do. Is this console going to be able to detect, third party accessory stuff like that you've done to fix or make better um, this hardware? Is Nintendo just going to say, oh, it's a glorified paperweight at this point?
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of reading like what Pirate Nation has here. Looks like he copied from the actual TOS, and I'm thinking that it has something to do with like people who like are like I think it's like an anti-scalper thing, or like trying to like make another Switch from buying a Switch, it looks like. But I think they're also trying to like get people to like stop like come like I guess like I don't even know what to call it.
Well, they're sick of people jailbreaking their
Copying it.
consoles and
Yeah,
downloading free games and stuff.
that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah, jailbreaking. That's wild. I mean like yes, like you gave them your money, and in a way I think they're trying to say, look, you could have this console as long as you don't fuck with it. Like I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah. But at what point is this console no longer your property? That but I guess we're seeing that more and more. This whole notion of you'll own nothing and like that kind of.
This is straight up communism, and I'm Stalin.
Is this basically like you're leasing it from Nintendo? You give them $400 to $500 for this console, and at the end, like it's not yours. Is this going to be one of those situations where the console is completely bricked and it's a glorified paperweight with a lot of older generation? Like at least like I think you still hop on your 360 and play your disc games because the games are actually on the disc. I guess they'll play Switch games on offline with the original version of Switch. I guess they'll play my Game Boy games, my DS games, uh, any cartridge game really from back in the day. You could still play as long as the hardware is still running at okay shape. Um, on top of basically taking away your right as a consumer to do what you want with your property, they also a little snuck into it, which I don't even know if it's even in this little thing here, but I know for a fact that they slipped in the fact that you cannot sue them for any reason, agreeing to the TOS, and I think that's scummy and that's disgusting. So what? What if this? What if you're? I don't know. Say this. Say 50% of the consoles are complete shit. Something happened. Nothing works, and they said, "Oh, sorry,
You moron.
can't do anything about it. Buy another Switch." And these people now can't sue you. I think that's awful.
I'll accept the TOS if they lower their game prices back down to 60.
See
I
that
promise I won't do anything to my Switch. Just
that
lower the game prices back down to $60. I'll accept it. Sure, I won't sue you. Fine. I won't fuck with my Switch as long as you bring it back down to $60 for Mario Kart or any other game for that matter. Fine.
and honestly, you brought up a really excellent point that I didn't think about before. If their game's gonna be $70 to $80, that's promoting piracy. Anything that hits the internet digitally, it's pirated. It doesn't matter what. You are granted, people who have the funds will buy a product that they like. But if people who like the product don't want to or can't afford to buy, or just gonna download illegally, run emulators. What was it? Tears of the Kingdom. Was it? Yeah, Breath of the Wild was the first one. Tears of the Kingdom was the second one. I think before Tears of the Kingdom came out, someone already beat the game on an emulator on their PC. Um, and I think jacking up, increasing these prices is ultimately hurting the gaming experience for everyone because less people are gonna be able to enjoy it because now this hobby is now a luxury. you, you might as well just give up, because who can afford an $80 game every so many months, um, let alone like people are struggling with $60 to $70 games, and now you jumped up to almost 80. Like, I think it's ridiculous.
No, seriously, like I'm of the group where if you're gonna charge me like an arm and a leg for a game, it better be fucking worth it for that game. The only game that I can even justify right now an $80 price tag or more right now is GTA 6. That is the only game that I am willing to fork over $80 or more in order to play. I do not understand where Nintendo is coming from charging $80 for their new Mario Kart that looks no different from current Mario Kart, let me mind you. It's not different whatsoever. It's just like an quote unquote open world experience, like Forza Horizon is what they're trying to shoot for. It's not. I don't see Nintendo being the good guys in this situation at all. I can't justify anything that they're doing to at least call them the good guys. They're at least like this is just corporatism, like in like the worst way. Like like don't get me wrong, I'm a capitalist. Like if you make a good product, make your product like widely available to everybody. Don't fuck over your customers. That's what they're doing here.
Well, a big thing is Nintendo thinks of themselves as the big dog, and they are a big dog. They have, the history of video games backing them. They have prestige in terms of the quality control of a lot of their games. They have, 9 times out of 10 they have, this is all first party titles. I can't speak for third party titles. First party titles that come out complete, no DLC. You can play them day one without a patch 9 times out of 10, and they lack of better terms, they got their player base by the fucking balls. And the thing that we love about Nintendo, we also hate, is that they don't listen to anyone but Nintendo. They sit there on their high horse at the top of their Mount Fuji mountain, and I don't care if that's in the wrong country.
God damn, that was racist.
I'm pretty sure Mount Fuji's in Japan, but they're sitting up
Yep.
there looking down on us like peons, and they're gonna be like, you know what, we're gonna raise our prices. We're gonna raise the prices on the console, and and then the whole virtual virtual key card thing, where now these cartridges don't have any data on them whatsoever. You're basically hurting, game preservation and the consumer in the long run.
Yeah. You hit the nail on the head, and they're just gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do because we can't do anything about it. What are we gonna do? Stop buying their games? Okay. They still have all these dedicated fans that are gonna buy their games, and they're just gonna capitalize off of them.
Yeah, they really have these freaking wallet whales just forking over their hard-earned money for anything Nintendo, and it sucks for me because, like, I'm a Pokemon guy from Pokemon from way back, and you're a Pokemon guy too, and we want to play these games, but at $70 to $80 a whack for games nowadays, it's the same thing I brought up before with the movie industry, with the theaters. Guess what? They keep saying, oh, it made more money than last time, but guess what? A lot less people showed up. Why? Because the ticket prices increased, so now people are less likely to go to the movies, because guess what? Between me, my wife, and our child isn't old enough to go to the movie yet, but like just 3 to 4 people going in, that's $100 right there. If it's like $15 a whack along with drinks and everything else, that's $100 thing for an hour and a half to 2 hour movie. And people can't afford that right now, just the way everything is in the economy wise. And I think now the video games are no longer a hobby, a fun hobby, a family hobby, because Nintendo was definitely like a family like style of games, between Mario. Obviously this isn't Nintendo, but you had like, the Sonic with the whole Sega thing, Star Fox, Metroid Prime, all these like family style games that anyone could really pick up and play. Now it's turning into only the super rich can afford to play all these games and enjoy them, and it literally leaves a really bad taste in your mouth.
Unfortunately, yes.
Hey y'all, it's the end. If you enjoyed, hit the like and subscribe button. Comment down below. We want to hear your thoughts, and we'll catch you on the next one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.